Welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the hidden treasures in your pocket change. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history, design, and current value of the 1982 D1 dime Liberty, also known as the Roosevelt dime. You might just have a valuable coin sitting unnoticed in your collection. Stay with us till the end as we reveal some rare errors that could make this coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Chapter number 1: History of the 1982 D. Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the U.S. through the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt was also a strong advocate for the March of Dimes, a fundraising campaign dedicated to fighting polio. The dime, being a symbol of his legacy, was designed by John R. Sinek and has been in circulation ever since. Initially, Roosevelt dimes were made of 90% silver, but in 1965, due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change significantly affected the collectible value of dimes from earlier years. Fast forward to 1982, the year when the U.S. Mint made some significant modifications in its minting process. Chapter number 21982 D. Roosevelt dime, Design and SPCIFICTIONS. Now, let's take a closer look at the key design elements of the 1982 D. Roosevelt dime. Obverse front features the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. The word Liberty appears to the left. "In God We Trust" is positioned below Roosevelt's chin, and the year 1982 is located at the bottom. The D Mint mark, indicating that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint, is found to the right of the year. Reverse back displays a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, with an olive branch to its left representing peace and an oak branch to its right symbolizing strength and independence. The inscriptions United States of America and one dime circle the top and bottom, respectively. The Latin phrase *e pluribus unum is engraved between the torch and branches. Composition: 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. Weight: 2.27 grams. Diameter: 17.91 mm. Edge: reeded. Chapter number 3: Rare errors in the 1982 D. Roosevelt dime. Some of the most valuable 1982 D dimes are those with rare mint errors. Here are some to watch for. 1. No mint mark error. 1982 No P dime. While this is more common for Philadelphia minted dimes, some Denver minted dimes have also been reported with missing mint marks due to striking issues. 2. Off-center strikes. Some 1982 D dimes were struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing. The more off-center the strike, the higher the value, especially if the date is still visible. 3. Clipped planchet error. This occurs when a portion of the coin's edge is missing due to improper cutting of the metal sheet before striking. 4. Double die errors. This happens when the coin's design is struck more than once, causing noticeable doubling in letters or numbers. Chapter number 4: Current market value of the 1982 D. Roosevelt dime. So, how much is the 1982 D. Roosevelt dime worth today? Well, it depends on its condition and whether it has any rare errors. Let's break it down. 1. Circulated condition. In typical circulated condition, a 1982 D dime is only worth its face value of 10 cents. However, if it has some luster and minimal wear, it may fetch around 25 cents to $1.00.2. Uncirculated condition. If you have a dime that is in pristine condition, mint state 65 or higher, it can be worth around $5 to $15.30. Error coins. A no-mint-mark error dime can sell for $100 to $300. Off-center strike errors can go for $50 to $200, depending on severity. Clipped planchet errors typically range from $20 to $100. Double die errors can be worth $50 to $500, based on prominence. Point 4. Highest auction sales. A near-perfect MS-68 1982 Roosevelt dime has been sold for over $1,000 in high-end auctions, making it a truly valuable find for collectors. Chapter number 5: Tips for Identifying and Collecting Valuable 1982 dimes. If you're looking to find or preserve a valuable 1982 Roosevelt dime, here are some expert tips. Use a magnifying glass to check for mint errors like doubling, weak strikes, or missing mint marks. Weigh your coin with a precision scale to ensure it meets the standard. Weight. Store in a protective holder to prevent wear and oxidation. Check rolls of dimes from banks, as error coins can sometimes be found in circulation. Attend coin shows or auctions to buy high-grade examples from reputable dealers. And there you have it. The 1982 Roosevelt dime might seem like just another small coin, but with rare errors and high-grade conditions, it can be worth much more than face value. So, next time you're handling dimes, take a closer look. You might just strike numismatic gold. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest coin collecting videos. Share this with fellow collectors, and let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare 1982 dime. Until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1987 Roosevelt dime, a coin that might just be lying around in your pocket change but could hold significant value. Stick around as we uncover its history, design, mintage, rare errors, and current market worth. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a valuable coin update. Now, let's get started. Section 1. History of the 1987 Roosevelt dime. Before we dive into the 1987 Roosevelt dime, let's take a quick look at the history behind the Roosevelt dime series. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, replacing the Mercury dime. This decision was made to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt ***, the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. Roosevelt also played a crucial role in the fight against polio, leading to his strong association with the March of Dimes, a charity dedicated to combating polio. Now, let's fast forward to 1987, a year when the U.S. Mint was producing Roosevelt dimes in full swing. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these dimes, making it a common but historically significant coin. Section 2. Design and features. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1987 Roosevelt dime. Obverse front. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt designed by John R. Sinek in 1946. Above Roosevelt's head, you'll see the word Liberty, a tribute to the values he stood for. Below his chin, the phrase "I in God we trust" is prominently displayed. The year 1987 is inscribed near the bottom of the coin. Finally, the P mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia, is located just above the date. Reverse back. The reverse features a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbols representing freedom, peace, and strength. Above these symbols, the words United States of America curve along the top. The phrase "E pluribus unum," meaning out of many, one, is written across the center. At the bottom, we see the denomination, 1 dime. Section 3. mintage, and PRODUCTION. The 1987 P. Roosevelt dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and a total of 655,750,000 dimes were produced that year. This makes it a very common coin, but certain rare varieties and error coins can still fetch a premium in the market. Section 4. Rare errors and varieties. Now, let's talk about the most exciting part: errors and varieties. Some error coins from 1987 have been found with unique characteristics, making them highly desirable to collectors. 1. Off-center strikes. Some 1987 P dimes were struck off-center with parts of the design missing. The more off-center the strike, the higher the value, up to $50 or more depending on the extent of the error. Point 2. Clipped planchets. Some dimes were struck on incomplete planchets, creating a missing piece on the coin's edge. These can sell for $20 to $100, depending on the severity of the clip. Point 3. Missing mintmark error. Though uncommon, some coins lack the P mintmark, which can make them valuable to collectors. Point 4. Full bands. FB dimes. Coins with fully struck torch bands are more desirable, often commanding a higher price in the market. Section 5. Current market value. Now, let's talk about how much your 1987 P. Roosevelt dime is worth today. Because of its high mintage, circulated versions are generally only worth face value 10 cents. However, if you have a high-grade specimen, or an error coin, the value increases significantly. Circulated condition: $0.1025 common uncirculated, MS60 MS65, $1.05 high-grade MS67 or higher, $50 $100 plus only rare coins, errors off-center, clipped planchet, etc. $2,200 plus depending on rarity. Proof versions. 1987s. If you have a proof version from a mint set, it can be worth $5 to $15 in pristine condition. So, there you have it. The 1987 P. Roosevelt dime may be common, but it holds a rich history and can still fetch a good price, especially if you find an error or high-grade specimen. If you come across one in your change, be sure to check for those rare varieties. Do you own a 1987 P. Roosevelt dime? Have you found any rare errors? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin videos, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on rare coin insights. My dears coin collectors and numismatics enthusiasts, today we have an exciting coin to discuss: the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime. This little yet fascinating coin carries historical significance and, in some cases, can be worth more than just 10 cents. Stick around as we explore its history, design, key errors, and current market value. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Section number 1: History of the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime. First, let's take a look at the history behind this coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. His legacy in leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II, along with his efforts in founding the March of Dimes, made him an ideal choice for the new dime's design. The 1995 P. Roosevelt dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is indicated by the small P mintmark on the coin. This was during an era when the U.S. Mint was producing coins in large numbers for circulation, but some rare variations and mint errors make certain dimes highly valuable today. Section number 2: Design and specifications. Now, let's examine the design and specifications of this coin. Obverse front features a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by sculptor John R. Sinek. The word liberty is inscribed to the left of his profile. Below his chin, the phrase "In God We Trust" is present. The year 1995 is seen at the bottom. The P mint mark, indicating Philadelphia, is just above the date. Reverse back. The reverse side showcases a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch. The torch symbolizes liberty, the olive branch represents peace, and the oak branch signifies strength and independence. The inscriptions United States of America and E Pluribus Unum surround the central design. At the bottom, you will see one dime clearly written. This design has remained largely unchanged since 1946, making it one of the longest-running U.S. coin designs. Section number 3: Mintage and RARITY. Now, let's discuss mintage, or how many of these coins were produced. The Philadelphia Mint struck a total of 1,169,250,000 dimes in 1995. That's over a billion coins. Because of this high mintage, the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime is common in circulation today. However, there are key factors that affect its value, including condition, mint errors, and high-grade specimens. Section number 4: Valuable errors. COINS. Some error coins from 1995 have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here are the key errors to look out for. 1. Double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally struck twice, creating a slight doubling effect usually seen in inscriptions or Roosevelt's facial features. Depending on the visibility, these can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $500.20. Off-center strike. If the coin was not properly aligned when struck, it may appear off-center by 5% to 50%. The more off-center it is, the higher its value, ranging from $25 to over $200.30. Missing mint mark error. Though rare, some 1995 dimes might lack the P mint mark due to a minting error. These can fetch anywhere from $100 to $1,000, depending on their condition. Section number 5: Current market value. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much is the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime worth today? 1. Circulated condition. If you find one in your pocket change, it's typically worth just 10 cents unless it has an error. 2. Uncirculated MS-60 MS-65. If your dime has no wear and sharp details, it could be worth between $1 to $10.30. High-grade MS-66 MS-68. The highest graded dimes MS-67 MS-68 with flawless surfaces and strong luster can be worth $50 to $300.40. Proof versions. The 1995 S-Proof dime, made at the San Francisco Mint, is specially struck for collectors and can be worth $10 to $50, depending on its grade. 5. Rare error coins. As mentioned earlier, certain error dimes can command hundreds or even thousands at auction. Always check for doubling, missing mint marks, or off-center strikes. So, there you have it. The 1995 P. Roosevelt dime may not be rare, but certain variations can be highly valuable. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned collector, always check your dimes carefully. Who knows? You might have a valuable one sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below if you have any interesting finds or questions. See you next time on GZ Coins World. Happy collecting! Have you ever come across a 1998 P1 dime Liberty and wondered if it's worth more than just 10 cents? Could this little coin in your pocket be a hidden treasure? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the history, design, rarity, and current market value of the 1998 P. Roosevelt dime. Stick around till the end to find out if you have a valuable dime in your collection. Chapter number 1 History of the Roosevelt Dime. Before we talk about the 1998 P. Roosevelt dime, let's take a step back in time to understand why this coin was created in the first place. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, a year after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. His legacy as a leader during the Great Depression and World War II made him one of the most respected U.S. presidents. Prior to 1946, the dime featured the Mercury design, which had been in circulation since 1916. However, after Roosevelt's passing, the U.S. Mint quickly decided to honor him with a new design featuring his profile on the dime. This decision was also symbolic because Roosevelt was a strong advocate for the March of Dimes, a foundation dedicated to fighting polio. Chapter number 2 Design and SPCIFICTIONS. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1998 P. Roosevelt dime. The front of the coin features a portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek, the 8th chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. The word Liberty is inscribed to the left, along with In God We Trust and the year 1998 at the bottom. The P Mint mark is located just above the date, indicating that this coin was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse side features a torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The inscriptions United States of America and 1 dime circle the outer edge, with the national motto E Pluribus Unum between the torch and the branches. Chapter number 3 Composition and DIMENSIONS. Unlike pre-1965 dimes, which were made of 90% silver, the 1998 P. Roosevelt dime is made of a clad composition, consisting of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. It has a diameter of 17.91 millimeters, a thickness of 1.35 millimeters, and a weight of 2.27 grams. This composition has remained the same since the Coinage Act of 1965, which removed silver from dimes and quarters due to rising silver prices. Chapter number 4 Production and MINTAG. The 1998 P. Roosevelt dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P Mint mark. A total of 1,163,000,000 dimes were minted that year. With such a high mintage, this coin is relatively common in circulation, but there are still rare varieties and errors that can make certain coins more valuable. Chapter number 5 Valuation and Market. WRTH. Now, the big question: how much is the 1998 P. Roosevelt dime worth today? Let's break it down by condition and rarity. Circulated condition. In most cases, if your 1998 P dime has been used in everyday transactions, it's only worth its face value of 10 cents. Uncirculated condition. If your coin is in mint state MS, meaning it has no signs of wear and retains its original luster, it could be worth anywhere from $1 to $5 depending on the grade. Higher graded specimens MS66 and above can sell for $15 to $30. Proof and special varieties, while no proof versions were struck. At Philadelphia, those were made at the San Francisco Mint. Special era coins or full torch FT varieties can demand higher prices. Rare errors. Some error dimes, such as off-center strikes, double die obverse, and missing clad layers, have been known to fetch $50 to $500 or more at auctions, depending on the severity of the error. Rare error coins. Let's talk about some rare errors that can make your 1998 P. Roosevelt dime worth big money. Keep an eye out for these varieties. Off-center strikes. If the design is misaligned by 10% to 50%, it can be worth $20 to $100. Double die obverse DDO. If you notice doubling on Roosevelt's face or lettering, it could fetch $50 to $200. Missing clad layer. If one side of the coin appears copper-colored due to a missing nickel layer, it can be worth $100 to $500. Broad struck dime. These have a distorted shape due to being struck without a retaining collar, and can be worth $50 or more. So, is your 1998 P1 dime Liberty just worth 10 cents? Or do you have a hidden gem? While most of these dimes are common, rare errors, high-grade specimens, and special varieties can make them quite valuable. If you come across one, it's always a great idea to have it evaluated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1998 P. Roosevelt dime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Have you ever found a valuable dime in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. End scene. Fade out with soft music and a call to action screen. My most respectable coin enthusiasts. Again back to GZ Coins World, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of numismatics. Today, we're exploring a coin that's likely passed through your hands countless times, the 1999 D. Roosevelt dime. We'll uncover its rich history, intricate design, and discuss its current market value. Let's get started. First, let's delve into the origins of the Roosevelt dime. Introduced in 1946, this dime was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an indelible mark on the nation. Moreover, his personal battle with polio led to the establishment of the March of Dimes, a foundation dedicated to combating infantile paralysis. It was only fitting that his likeness would grace the 10-cent coin. The task of designing the new dime was entrusted to John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the United States Mint at the time. Sinnock's design features a left-facing portrait of President Roosevelt on the obverse side, accompanied by the inscriptions Liberty and In God We Trust, along with the year of issuance. On the reverse side, Sinnock incorporated symbols reflecting strength, unity, and peace. At the center, there's a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the right representing peace, and an oak branch on the left signifying strength and independence. The inscription E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, arches gracefully above these symbols. Fast forward to 1999, a significant year for the U.S. Mint. The Denver Mint produced a staggering 1.3 billion Roosevelt dimes that year, reflecting the coin's essential role in daily commerce. The D Mint mark, located near the base of Roosevelt's neck on the obverse side, denotes its origin from the Denver Mint. Now, let's talk about the coin's composition. Post-1965, the U.S. Mint transitioned from silver to a clad composition for dimes. The 1999 D. Roosevelt dime consists of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a core that's 100% copper. This change was primarily due to the rising cost of silver and the need for more durable coinage. Considering the vast number of these dimes minted, their value in circulated condition typically remains at face value 10 cents. However, uncirculated coins, especially those graded highly by professional services, can be more valuable. For instance, as of recent data, a 1999 D. Roosevelt dime in MS-66 mint state 66 condition is valued around $10.50. Coins achieving an MS-68 grade have been known to fetch approximately $282.50, and exceptionally rare perfect grade specimens, such as MS-69, can command prices upwards of $339.00. It's important to note that while these high-grade coins are valuable, they are relatively scarce. The majority of 1999 D dimes in circulation show signs of wear and are valued at or near face value. Collectors seeking higher-grade specimens often turn to original mint sets or reputable dealers specializing in uncirculated coins. In conclusion, the 1999 D Roosevelt dime is a testament to enduring design and historical significance. While most of these dimes serve their purpose in everyday transactions, those preserved in exceptional condition offer a glimpse into the world of coin collecting, where history and value intersect. Thank you for joining us on this numismatic journey. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1999 D Roosevelt dime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin explorations. Share your thoughts or coin discoveries in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, happy collecting! Have you ever come across a 2005 P. Roosevelt dime and wondered if it might be worth more than just 10 cents? You may be holding on to a piece of history with hidden value. In today's video, we're diving deep into the story behind the 2005 P1 dime Liberty coin, its history, design, errors, and current market worth. Stay with us until the end to learn what makes this coin special. Section number 1: History of the Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, following the death of the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II made him a beloved figure, and it was only fitting that his portrait was chosen for the dime. This was also significant because Roosevelt was heavily involved in the fight against polio, and the dime became a symbol for the March of Dimes, a charity dedicated to eradicating the disease. Section number 2: Design and features of the 2005 P. Roosevelt dime. The 2005 P. Roosevelt dime follows the same classic design that has remained largely unchanged since 1946. Let's break it down. The obverse features the left-facing profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. Above his head, you'll see the word Liberty, and below his chin, the phrase "In God We Trust." The year 2005 is inscribed just beneath his portrait. The letter P represents the Philadelphia Mint, where this dime was struck. On the reverse, you'll find a torch in the center, representing liberty. On either side, there's an olive branch symbolizing peace and an oak branch representing strength. Surrounding these elements are the words United States of America, E pluribus unum, and one dime. Section number 3: Metal composition and minting details. The 2005 P. Roosevelt dime is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, which means it has a core of pure copper with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This gives it its silvery appearance, but unlike older dimes minted before 1965, it contains no silver. Now, let's talk numbers. The Philadelphia Mint produced a staggering 1,417,500,000, over 1.4 billion of these dimes in 2005. So, while this coin is quite common in circulation, rare errors and high-grade conditions can significantly increase its value. Section number 4: Rare errors and VARATAS. Some of the most valuable 2005 P. Roosevelt dimes feature errors. Here are some key ones to watch out for. 1. Off-center strikes. If the coin was struck incorrectly and the design is off-center, its value can range from $10 to over $100, depending on the severity of the misalignment. 2. Missing clad layer. Some 2005 P dimes may have a missing outer clad layer, exposing the copper core. These coins can fetch $50 to $150 or more. 3. Double die errors. Coins with visible doubling on letters or numbers can be worth $20 to $200, depending on the visibility of the error. 4. Broad strike errors. When the collar die fails and the coin spreads out wider than usual, this can increase its value to $10 to $50.50. Die breaks. Cuts, cracks, or breaks in the die can leave raised areas on the coin. Depending on the severity, these dimes can sell for $5 to $50. Section number 5. Current market value. Now for the big question: what is a 2005 P. Roosevelt dime worth today? Here's a breakdown based on condition and errors. Circulated condition. Most 2005 P dimes found in pocket change are worth only face value 10 cents. Uncirculated condition MS-60 to MS-65, coins with no signs of wear can be worth $1 to $3. High-grade specimens MS-67 plus. If a dime is in near-perfect condition, its value can go up to $20 to $50. Proof like or full torch FT designations. Coins with sharp, fully defined torch details can reach $100 or more. Rare errors. Depending on the type and severity, error coins can fetch anywhere from $10 to $200 plus. So, is your 2005 P. Roosevelt dime just another common coin, or could it be worth much more? If you have one, take a close look. You might have a rare error or a high-grade specimen that could be worth a surprising amount. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting insights. Do you have a special Roosevelt dime in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy collecting! Today, we delve into the fascinating world of the 2006 P. Roosevelt dime, exploring its rich history, intricate design, and current market value. Segment 1. Historical background. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt. His leadership during challenging times, including the Great Depression and World War II, left an indelible mark on the nation. The dime was chosen for this tribute partly because of Roosevelt's association with the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio, a disease he personally battled. Segment 2. Design elements. Designed by John R. Sinek, the obverse features a left-facing portrait of Roosevelt, capturing his resolute expression. Sinek's initials, JS, are subtly engraved at the base of Roosevelt's neck. The reverse showcases a torch symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch representing peace and an oak branch denoting strength and independence. Segment 3. The 2006 P. minting. Fast forward to 2006, the Philadelphia Mint produced approximately 1.2 billion Roosevelt dimes, each bearing the P. Mint mark. These dimes are composed of a copper nickel clad, weighing 2.27 grams with a diameter of 17.9 millimeters. Segment 4. Market value and collectability. The value of a 2006 P. Roosevelt dime largely depends on its condition and any unique features. Circulated dimes typically hold their face value of 10 cents. However, uncirculated or mint state coins can fetch higher prices. For instance, coins graded MS-65 by the professional coin grading service PCGS have been valued around $20. Collectors particularly seek dimes with fully defined torch bands on the reverse, a characteristic known as full bands. Such coins, especially in higher grades, can command premiums in the market. Segment 5. Notable error coins. While the 2006 P dimes are generally common, certain error coins from other years have garnered significant attention. For example, a 1975 no S proof dime, missing the San Francisco Mint mark, fetched over $500,000 at auction. Although such errors are rare, they highlight the importance of examining coins closely. The 2006 P. Roosevelt dime stands as a testament to enduring design and historical significance. While most may hold modest monetary value, their place in numismatic collections remains steadfast. Always inspect your change, you might just discover a hidden gem. Thank you for joining us on this numismatic journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more coin explorations. Happy collecting!